Cool Alley by Nancy Poydar. Allie loved to draw. She drew all the time. One summer day her mother said, "Allie, Allie, it's just too hot to be indoors." That's when Allie took her box of fat chalk outside. It hadn't rained in weeks, so Allie drew grasses and flowers on the sidewalk. She was so busy she didn't notice other people coming out of the hot building. Some complained about the temperature. Some made newspaper fans. The babies fussed. No one could get their mind off the heat. Then Allie drew a little lake around Mrs. Fry's chair. "My," sighed Mrs. Fry, as she kicked off her sandals and wiggled her toes. My. "Cool," piped up Ira Baker, squinting in the sunlight. That was when Allie drew the beach umbrella over Ira's head. "Cool," he said again. Mr. Boyle put down his newspaper fan and looked around to see what was so cool on such a hot day. There was no more room in the lake or under the beach umbrella. Mr. Boyle looked into the hot haze and complained, "Not even a breeze, not even a breeze." That was when Allie drew the north wind. Mr. Boyle's teeth began to chatter. "Brrr," he said. "Brrr," mimicked the babies. "Brrr, brrr." Allie drew a polar bear with pale yellow fur. "Grrr," he seemed to say. "Grrr, grrr." "Whee!" squealed the babies as they took turns riding on his back. "Whee!" "What a day," said Allie's mother, finally coming out of the hot building. "What a day," she said when she saw what Allie had done. Then she tested the water, admired the beach umbrella, bowed before the north wind, and stayed out of the polar bear's way. "Allie, soon you'll have everything covered," she cried. That was when Allie got the coolest idea of all. She began by drawing little snow dots on the wall and the sidewalk, little snow dots around the big feet and little feet, little snow dots all over the lake and the beach umbrella. She drew polar bear paw prints and icicles too. She drew and she drew and she drew. My, sighed Mrs. Fry. "Cool," said Ira Baker. "Brrr," chattered Mr. Boyle. "Whee!" squealed the babies. "Ooh," said the gathering crowd, thrilled to be chilled to the bone. No wonder no one noticed a little breeze rippling the haze and turning the leaves inside out. No wonder no one noticed the darkening sky or the first big drops of cold rain. No one noticed until it pinged on the porches, drummed on the mailbox at the curb, and hissed off the hot sidewalk. Then it poured. Mrs. Fry did a jig with Mr. Boyle. The babies opened their mouths to catch the rain, and Ira Baker splashed in the first puddles that formed. Only Allie noticed the sidewalk pictures blotch, dribble, and stream brightly into the rushing gutter. Raging blizzard, polar bear, north wind, beach umbrella, and little lake all washed away. "Oh no," Allie moaned. "Oh no." But the crowd noticed Allie, whose drawing beat the heat. They clapped, they cheered, and they lifted her onto the tallest shoulders. "Allie, Allie," they chanted. Allie loved to draw. She drew all the time. Sometimes it was just too wet to draw outdoors.